Welcome to AB Adventures. Amber and Ben currently travelling the east coast of Australia in a converted van, and we're absolutely loving every minute of it, from the highs to the lows of van life. We honestly think it's one of the best ways to travel Australia and hopefully inspire you to do the same. In this vlog, we explore the tropical far north Queensland of Australia. We walk through the Mossman Gorge with an Indigenous guide, explore the Daintree Rainforest, which is the oldest rainforest in the world, jump in a swimming hole, and attempt to get close to a crocodile. We explore some hidden beaches too. Good morning! We are now leaving Cairns and we stayed here last night, a car park with not a bad view. Once you wake up in the morning, we don't have a ticket. We were struggling to find somewhere to park, but we parked in a car park. We're now going to head further up north to Palm Cove, and then we've got a fun action day planned, which I'm very excited for. We're just going to head on the road and have coffee while we drive. It's breakfast time. We've pulled up in Palm Cove just for a little short break, just to explore the area. Looks like fancy hotels here. So we're just going to enjoy our breakfast, then we're going to head down to the Stingers Nets and go for a little swim.
There's both marine stingers and crocodiles present in this ocean water. So they've done a designated area that's netted off to prevent them from getting in, to allow us to have a little dip, cool off in the water before we head back on the road.
Currently we're on the Captain Cook Highway and it's a very scenic highway. We're just heading to the Mossman Gorge for a very amazing experience.
It's a shame that we don't have the opportunity to stay down here at night, because it reminds us of Great Ocean Road. It's very nice down here.
Yeah.
But we do recommend, if you're coming down this way, that you come check it out, because there's so many little spots you can stay.
Now we're at the Mossman Gorge. We're about to embark on an experience called the Dreamtime Mossman Gorge Walk. This is led by Indigenous people. It starts with a smoking ceremony to cleanse and ward off the bad spirits. Then we're going to be led through the rainforest. They're going to show us their way of life, how they use plants and food sources and soap. Let's go. It's really raining, as you can see. We didn't prepare for this. The guy gave us a raincoat. We'll watch the track for snakes. A lot of venomous snakes and plants in here. And was it 6 catarrhs, the big bird?
Because the leaf and the bark itself, they inject neurotoxins. Spears and shields all came from this lovely red cedar. It's what the leaf would hold. And this one here was ever used for battle and also used for punishment. And also before we go, you want to hear a big loud knock? Yeah. Like a gunshot.
It's really interesting to see their way of life. Very different to the Western way of life. This rock here is where people from the Indigenous community in this village get married. If people from other communities want to get married elders within that community, the local one. For them, that's a sacred place. We're now being taken to where the community gets their drinking water.
As you can see, it is toxic and poisonous.
I can't believe you're holding it like that.
It's got antiseptic qualities.
Well, that was such an amazing tour, led by one of the Indigenous people within the community. And that centre here allows jobs for them and for their children and for the future generations.
Levi was our tour guide, and he was just such a lovely man. Like the way he respects his elders, the way he lives his life, and the way he wants to bring up his son. Like it was just nice to have a little insight into the way they live and just educate us really. Shame about the weather. We did get caught up in a bit of rain, but at the same time that was nice. I'm not sure about the footage, if that came out great, but we tried our best. We had the poncho over the camera. But we think we got some good bits. He showed us a lot, how they hunt, how they eat, the weapons they use.
It was really nice to see their way of life, and he was just such a warming person. So if you're here, we really recommend going on that tour.
Once you finish the tour, there's a bus that can take you either back to the community centre or it can drop you off at the national park, where you can have a little wander around the park yourself without a tour guide. So we have taken that option, just to have a little look around the rainforest more.
This is the tropical season, which also means cyclone season. We've not chosen a great time to come, it was just the time that we could come, but that's December, January and February, which they recommend ideally not to come to North Far Queensland.
There's many venomous snakes that inhabit this rainforest. So the guide says be careful when you're walking around. Don't look up, don't look to the sides, just stay on the path and walk straight. And what they do is they sit up in the baskets to get the sunlight. So if you climb a tree and you put your hand in the basket, you might get a scare. Good morning!
Morning!
Today, we've got an exciting day. Today we're going to see the crocodiles in the Daintree River, which is something that I've been looking forward to, and something that Amber's been looking forward to as well, to be honest. There's two options. You can see them in the Daintree River, where they're just in the river, or you can go to the wildlife park and see them there. We have chosen option one. There's a slim chance we might not see them because they do like to stay under the water in the hot months, so to stay cool. So if they like to hide from us, we'll miss them, but you never know, might get lucky. Amber's just cooking us up some breakfast, fill our bellies before we head down there. A lot of food has gone mouldy, which is a shame because we don't really like mouldy food, but it's just the heat in this van. Like, surprised me and Amber haven't gone mouldy as well because we've been sweating.
Look at these muffins. I just went to make these and we bought them a few days ago. That's how hot the van is right now. It's just black mould. That's disturbing. Are you ready to see some crocs? Well, we hope anyway.
Little Geppetto.
Hi! He's coming for the cruise.
I've spotted a croc.
Have you?
Just up in the trees and we've got a couple of flying foxes.
Oh my god, there's two.
Yeah, everyone on the web.
It seems that all the crocs are actually hiding under the river because it's a really hot day. So we're trying our hardest to spot for them, but we've not yet seen any. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get to see any crocodiles. They are just trying to cool themselves down in the water. Apparently yesterday there was one on the bank the whole day. But that's what happens when you try and come and see animals in their own habitat. It's not guaranteed. There's a chance that you might see them.
We're just about to take Vanessa on a ferry for the first time, which me and Amber are actually a bit excited about because we haven't taken a vehicle on a ferry before. We're going to visit the upper Daintree, and then when we're up there we're going to visit the Daintree Discovery Centre and the rainforest. Vanessa can't go on all the roads out there. There are some roads where it's blocked off because it's for 4-wheel drive, and this bad boy won't make it. But it will still be nice to visit. Got our ticket, we're just waiting to get on. Sadly, we have no aircon in this vehicle, so me and Amber are very greasy and sweaty, and it's disgusting to be honest. It's just like one oven into another oven, but we'll have to speak to Mr. Andy about that, yeah? Giving us a vehicle with no aircon, eh? Mr. Andy.
We are officially in the Daintree Rainforest. So the Daintree Rainforest is around 130 million years old compared to the Amazon, which is around 55 million years old. So there were dinosaurs roaming around here.
It cost me $39 each to enter the rainforest. They give you information sticks and there's numbers jotted around so you can listen, it educates you about the rainforest. And yeah, it's raised above, so you're not damaging any roots or anything, you stay away. You just have a nice little walk around.
This is a 23-metre high platform that gives you a view of the whole of the rainforest. It's very peaceful up here, you can just hear all the sounds of the rainforest. I've had such a relaxing morning and afternoon so far.
There's also lower levels that can go into the forest at ground level, so you have a different view, not just above. But I'll be honest, me and Amber have been in the rainforest, we've been in the ocean, and we've been in rivers, and I've seen nothing yet. I've seen no crocs, no snakes. Like, I don't really want to see them, but at the same time I want to see them, you know what I mean? But I think that's a bit of like the thing about Australia, like on the media and that you see like tarantulas, snakes, everything, oh my god, Australia, but realistically when you're out here you don't really see any of it. Do you, babe?
I've seen a snake.
Oh yeah.
A red belly snake and a brown snake, but I wasn't with you on both occasions. Currently we are driving through the Daintree Rainforest and it's very scenic and very rural. There's not many other people on the road here. We're now heading to Cape Tribulation where we're going to check out 2 of the beaches there. Our first stop is Mile Beach that we're going to check out. We're just walking there now and it's a really lush tropical walk down to the beach. So you're not allowed in the ocean due to the crocodiles and jellyfish, as pretty much the whole of far north Queensland, so you can just admire the beach, which is what we're going to be doing. Cape Tribulation, where we are right now, is a very, very special place. It's the only place in the world where the Great Barrier Reef over there and the rainforest over there meets. And this place just feels very untouched, like the government is really looking after it, and it feels pure and pretty much like an abandoned island. You know it's a tropical place when you find coconuts on the beach. Now I don't think we've got anything to cut this open, so unfortunately I'll just be putting that back down where it belongs. What a beautiful place this world is.
Me and Amber have just pulled up for the night. We found a nice little campsite that's only $40 a night. It's a little resort. It's quite hidden away, so we're just going to enjoy some burgers here and wake up to the nice rainforest.
We have a glorious burger for dinner. This is Benny's. We're going to chill out, maybe get an early night, then head and do more exploring in the Daintree tomorrow. Cheers! That was a very interesting night. We pulled up last night at the campsite in the rainforest and we heard such beautiful sounds while we were chilling in the van, just having our dinner. Lots and lots of loud noises from animals that I don't even know what they were. And then as we went to bed, we had a power cut. We've used all the battery. There's 5 batteries here and I think 5 solar panels. Somehow we've managed to run the battery so low because it's been really cloudy since being in northern part of Australia. It's been very muggy, but we've not been getting any light, I don't think, onto the solar panel, so we've got no battery.
It was a rough night. Very hot, very stuffy, very sweaty. I saw a snake. I did see a snake. Amber sent me to throw the rubbish out and I had an encounter with a snake. Luckily I survived.
In the dark as well.
Yes. But yeah, I feel a bit rough. But don't worry, we'll perk up for you for our vlog. So we just pulled up at Mile Beach car parking lot to have some breakfast, and then we're going to go down to Double Boardwalk, which is a nice boardwalk through the rainforest, and that's how we're just going to start our day today. Relaxing, therapeutic.
We have avocado and egg sandwiches. We've got just a little bit of power, so it should be just enough to cook some eggs. You don't need a lot of power for that. Then we're going to get lots of driving done today to recharge those batteries. Sometimes water gets up to 1 metre due to the cyclones that cause really bad floodings. Last year in December, they had a really bad one where everything was locked down for about 2 weeks. But hopefully it doesn't happen while we're here. What a beautiful way to start your morning, walking in nature in the lush rainforest. Got all this green around us, it's good for the energy and the soul. There's all these fan palms just hovering over you. It feels very magical where we are right now.
Something interesting in the forest that we see a lot of is the roots that come up and they strangle the trees. They're called strangling roots. And they climb all the way up the tree and they steal the nutrition from the tree to help themselves grow. And you see it all wrapped around the trees. So I know we say it a lot, but everything wants to kill you out here. Even the trees are killing trees, mate. Nature's turning on itself. So there's many cassowaries in this rainforest. Me and Amber really want to get a close encounter with one, but they say don't look in their eyes because they might get angry. But we've come across their food that they eat, and this is the plums that they eat. It's very poisonous for us to consume, so we can't even touch it with our hands. But the cassowaries love them. And then they eat it and then they poo out the whole seed, which is a little telltale if they're close by, if you can see the seeds around.
It's time for a swim at Mason Swimming Hole to cool down, and we'll get a little beverage here. They even serve crocodile from Cairns. That's not something we will try, but if you're into that, then this is the place to do it. Why is no one in it? Yes, I'm a bit scared because apparently this is a safe swimming area. No one's in it. Everyone's out.
No,
it's murky. It doesn't look like the pictures.
Just in and out though. Quick cool down. Fishies there.
If you get a cannonball like this right there, you'll be fine. And then this is all sand in here.
Say
Then you
that?
can literally crawl right out here on your all sand.
It's a cannonball, baby.
Is it safe? Did it say it's safe, this one?
Yeah.
It did.
So Mason's pool was very murky and it was a bit more like a stream than a pool. So it was a bit scary getting in there, to be honest. Like, there was people there just before us, but then by the time me and Amber got down there, it was just empty. It was just me and Amber. And then it said crocodiles are not known to be in the water, so there's no guarantee, but still nice to get down there, definitely just to view it, cool down. We would definitely prefer maybe like a indoor pool, like safe from all creatures.
Come on, get in, yeah? Taxi? We're now at Cape Tribulation, Cold Key Beach, and this is where Aboriginal people used to meet for plants, tools and medicine. But in 1770, when the Europeans moved here, the Aboriginals started moving up, further up to northern Queensland. But after we spoke to the Aboriginal guy the other day, he recently told us that the Aboriginal people, just recently, 4 years ago, put the Daintree Forest returned back to them, which is something really positive for them, as this is a place. What if that was poisonous? There's a lookout at Cape Tribulation, which we're heading to now to get some views. And I've just said to Ben, it's so relaxing being in the rainforest for the last few days, just hearing all the sounds of nature. There's always something happening that you can hear. Can you hear that? It's just been very zen.
Yeah, going from Sydney City to Daintree Rainforest is a big change. And we've always loved forests and that. Like even back home, we used to always go to forests and that for a walk. It's just a good place to switch off, disconnect the old mind. To see the crocodiles in their own habitat. In their own habitat. Is that the right word, babe?
Yeah.
In their own habitat. Hey, little chefy chef. She makes good food, you know. If you want anything, drop her a message. She loves a bit of salt, a bit of pepper. I am coming to you from outer space. This is President Benjamin. So there's many. There are many.
Hey.
Wow, look like.
Time lapse, keep going.
People.
Aww. Do you want a picture, Ben?
What?
Do you want a picture? That was an amazing tour guide led by Levi, and we'd definitely recommend that if you're...
It's something that we benefit from as well, because we get the experience, but they almost also wow. It's something that we benefit from because we get to see. Oh. It's something that we benefit from because we get to see how they live and we get educated on the way that they live.
My arm is hurting. That was an amazing experience. Oh, then stop! It was. What an amazing experience I've seen flying. Oh my my god! Oh, I'm gonna. It's so quiet right now. You know, it's a tropical island. It's not an island. Actually, take 2. What are you doing? Delete that. Delete that.
Oh, hi there, son. Hey? What are you looking at? Huh? Have you subscribed yet? No? Why not?